Well, let's build a Colorado 4x4 van. So thought I'd give you guys an update. This last couple weeks has been a flurry of activity. Been doing a lot of different stuff here. So let's get to it. Start with inside. The plumber's just left. Got my water lines in. So the sink is going to be right here. There's the valves for it. Got hot and cold going through. Into the bathroom in here. They come in there. Here's our shower valve. And then our shower head will come in up here. And then we'll have a handheld that'll hook to it, and I'll mount that into the corner there. So that's that. To go with that, we got the toe kick for the final set of cabinets over here put in. And inside of that, I'm going to run some heat runs. That'll come from over here as well. There'll be one heat register coming out the toe kick there, and then I'm going to run one back into the hollow area here, and there'll be a vent that comes into the bathroom, but it'll also push some hot air down around that shower pan and even back toward where the cassette is. So we'll have some heat pushing through there. So there'll probably be another heat run that'll come out underneath the sub there, or maybe just right beside it, something that'll flow this way. So we'll have a couple of heat runs in this main floor area, one in the bathroom, and then we'll still have, of course, the fireplace will be in this corner over here, and I'll have a fan up above that I'm going to mount that'll blow the hot air down and mix it up. I tried this fan. The MaxxAir fan does technically run with the cover closed, but it doesn't move a lot of air, so I don't think that's going to work for what I thought, like a ceiling fan, like I thought it would. So, but that's okay. Love the MaxxAir fan. It works great. I really love all the features of it. So, and back here, I've got the first wall for the bed frame built. I put my Multiplus inverter chargers mounted over there. And I did that because you have to be able to turn it on and off for the inverter, and I don't think there's a remote turn on or turn off for it. The switch is right on the front there. Kind of zoom in there. Switch is right on the front, so to turn it on and off, I'm going to be able to come down. I'm going to be able to come in through this pantry cabinet here, reach right in there, and turn it on and off. Just open this door, reach in there, turn it on and off when we need the inverter turned on. So that'll make that a lot easier. And the battery bank, I increased the batteries bank by 2 batteries, so we have 6 6-volt batteries in there now. That should help with the overall capacity for running some bigger stuff, and I made a cap for it out of wood here, so nothing can come across the terminals or anything, and then this will be strapped down eventually so that it's held in place. Water tanks are going to go back here, and there's just enough room, plus some there'll be some walls built in for support for the bed too. And then I'm going to separate the water tank and all the water components off from everything else. Remember, there'll also be a wall across here for the propane tanks, and then I'm going to epoxy all that, so even if there is a water leak back here, it should stay in that water area, no electrical stuff in there. And then there's I'll zoom in here on the right back here is the floor drain, so even if that water did leak or something the pump ran it all out or something, it should stay in that area and then just run out the floor before it does any damage to the rest of the truck. So that's the plan for that. In this corner here is where the trim is going to go, and I do have that on the way. I'm not sure how fast it'll get here. I had a friend in Germany that's helped me with the company in England would not ship it directly to me, so I have a friend in Germany that's taking care of that end for me, and got a good deal, even better deal than I thought I could get before. And all the flue, the plumbing parts, everything that comes with it is all coming together. So, so that's good. And the color the control unit is coming, and it'll mount right here. So that's on the way. And I think that covers. Oh, I don't know if you've seen this. This is the pantry. I decided to go bigger. You got the fridge here, and it's all insulated and in place. And we got the pantry, and I was going to go straight across level to the bed. But then I got to thinking, well, we're already using the space. Why not make more space? We'll have another top up here that'll be running underneath the window for good counter space. We'll have a bigger pantry here. And then over on this side, I can still have a cubby and storage just like the van has for the bedside, with the light in it, and some storage for books and knickknacks, stuff you need when you're here. So that's why I did that. I built it taller, and we didn't really lose any space. We just went vertical, but now I'll have more storage and more counter space, which is always at a premium in a vehicle like this. So the electrical's all finished. Even the high volt electrical's all done. I got the outlet here that'll be for the microwave and anything on this end by the kitchen. And then of course this end was already done. So this stuff's all working. This is all the TV and washer. That's all here just for mock-up, so I can get exact measurements to build things around it. That won't stay there. Once everything's built, I'll take those out and we'll paint and primer, seal, and paint everything. So they're just there for scale and for so I can build around it precisely. So I don't want anyone to think those are permanently mounted in there right now, because they're not. And finally, we have the issue of the chassis, the truck that I was gonna get. Well, that deal is dead, and we're on to something else. I'm not gonna jinx myself again. I'm not gonna say anything until it's final and it's on the way. But yeah, right. I made that video, and we'd already agreed on the price of the truck, and we'd agreed on the price of some upgrades, tires and whatnot, and then the day after that video, for 2 days, we'd been going back and forth for about 5 days. 8-hour time difference, so he'll write me something, I'll write him back in the morning, I'll hear back from him the next day, and so on. So that was about 5 days of back and forth, and then 2 days of radio silence after that. So I knew something was up. So the third day I pressed him a little bit, and he decided to sell the truck to one of his longtime clients ahead of us. So at any rate, that truck is no longer an option for us, but some friends of ours at Trip Unlimited sent us a link to a truck we might be interested in, and so we're pursuing that right now. And when I have information, I will pass that along, but I'm not going to do it again until it's for sure and it's on the way and it's definitely ours. So anyway, that's what's going on there. Kind of frustrating with the when you're building something like this and you're getting parts from overseas. It can be frustrating with especially the 8-hour time difference and the language barriers, and there's a lot to it, but you just have to be patient and work through it. The Trima was another example, and it took three or four go-betweens back and forth for me to get the money wired to them, and finally this morning we got that worked out. So that's done, and the truck is being worked on, and yeah, so things are moving. It's just slower and a little more painful than I originally wanted it to be, but we'll get there. And that's the final word on that. So I will give you another update when we have more to update. Until next time.